Hey, Alan, it's time for some cruise news.
Ain't no better time than cruise news time.
That's right. What you got for us?
Well, first we've got a possible delay in the Disney Wish returning back to Port Canaveral.
Yeah, also, we have another cruise line dropping vaccine mandates.
All right, hooray.
I know.
Okay. And then lastly, we've got Hurricane Ian causing havoc with cruise itineraries.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Cruise news. Let's go.
Welcome back to Suge and Alan's Adventures in Cruising.
So today is Tuesday, September 27th, 2022.
Yes, so cruise story number one.
Cruise story number one. Disney Cruise Line is now the newest cruise line to drop all vaccine mandates for all passengers. Yay. So Princess was announced a couple of days ago. Now Disney. So if you're cruising on Disney, you'll no longer need to be vaccinated. You'll still have to do the pre-COVID test if you're not vaccinated. But anybody can go now, vaccine or no vaccine. So this is all effective October 14th for the Disney Wonder, Magic, and Wish. No, scratch that. Not the Magic, the Disney Wonder, the Dream, and the Wish. Blooper. So November 7th is going to be effective for the Disney Magic.
Yes.
So by November 7th, nobody will need to have vaccines anymore.
No.
Yeah, just you'll have to take the pre-COVID test. But in other words, everyone's going to be able to cruise on the Disney Cruise Line. Yeah, it's about time. We're getting back to normal.
Cruise news story number two.
Número dos. So we've got Disney informing the passengers on the Disney Wish that there might be a delay for them returning back to Port Canaveral this Friday because of Tropical Storm Ian. Yeah. So you know how that works. I mean, if they don't come back on time, that means that it's not going to leave on time on Friday with the next group of passengers. So that's like a snowball effect, kind of like flying on an airplane. If your flight is late, every other flight's impacted, and people miss, and it's a hot mess. So I guess we'll find out on Friday.
Yes, we will.
Whether they're going to be able to
Hurricane Ian
or not. Yeah, it's bad, especially for the west coast of Florida. Yeah, it's a hot mess. So we'll find out on Friday, and we'll keep you up to date.
Yes, we will. So before we move on to cruise story number 3, I want to ask you all to subscribe and make sure you smash that like button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any episodes.
Yeah, so please, it helps us out greatly. Please subscribe to our channel. It only takes you a couple of seconds to do it, and it really means a lot to us.
Yes, it does. So thank you in advance. All right, so what do we have for cruise story number 3?
So cruise story number 3 is Tropical Storm Hurricane Ian. So it is causing some havoc down in Florida. Severe weather for Grand Cayman, Western Cuba, and the west coast of Florida is really going to get beat up by it. I feel sorry for the people over there. They got a lot coming their way. So the Coast Guard's already issued port condition Yankee for Key West and Tampa Bay. And Port Canaveral now has an X-ray port condition. Jacksonville's Jax Port is expected to issue a similar port condition over the coming days. Yeah, it's getting bad. So South Florida's Port of Miami and Port Everglades are currently in the clear so far. So we'll keep an eye on that.
We'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah. So here's some of the changes that are happening with some of the cruise lines in case you're either on some of these already or you're going on them. MSC, the September 24th 7-night sailing on Seashore from the Port of Miami. It's now going to do an overnight in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic from Wednesday into Thursday afternoon.
Very good.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said that.
You like how that rolled, right?
It just rolled off his tongue.
That was Spanish back in high school. So, Royal Caribbean, September 4th sailing of Mariner of the Seas from Port Canaveral has swapped the order of its destinations, and I'm seeing this a lot. They're changing the order of the destination. So instead of calling Labadee then Perfect Day, it's going to do Perfect Day Coco Cay first and then Labadee. Allure of the Seas has dropped Roatan to avoid the hurricane and is picking up another sea day, unfortunately, on its voyage. Liberty of the Seas is dropping Cozumel, Mexico, and adding another sea day as well, hanging in the Gulf of Mexico before heading to Grand Cayman and Falmouth, Jamaica. For Carnival Cruise Line, you've got the Carnival Ecstasy, which departs Mobile, Alabama, yesterday, actually, for a 6-day sailing. It's going to visit Progreso, Mexico on Wednesday, which is today, of course. Actually, today is Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Okay,
You're
so
ahead of yourself.
I'm ahead of myself. So it's going to visit Progreso, Mexico tomorrow on Wednesday. Then it's going to go to Cozumel, Mexico on Thursday.
Right.
So that just reorders. It changes the order in which they're going to those ports. Carnival Glory, which departed New Orleans on Sunday, September 25th for an 8-day sailing, will now visit Mahogany Bay, Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel, Mexico. The ship has been scheduled to visit Key West, Florida, as well as Freeport and Nassau, Bahamas. You know, Key West, Florida, every cruise that we've taken that was supposed to get off on Key West, we've never been able to get off on Key West. They've always said that the water's too rough. So, and it's been a while. It's been years since we've done a cruise and went to Key West. But yeah, we've flown out to Florida one time and we drove Key West, but we've never been able to get off there on a cruise ship. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Carnival's monitoring that. So, you know, these cruise lines, it's like the safest place to be because they know where these hurricanes are going and they're going to avoid them.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they're watching it.
Yeah, so it may not be the optimal choice. You know, you may miss one of your itineraries, you know, which obviously for safety reasons is the right thing to do. But at least you know when you're on a cruise ship, you know, it's going to be safe.
Exactly. They're not going to take you into a storm.
Yeah, they've got your safety, you know, top priority, of course. So
yeah,
that's it for cruise news.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us until the end. We appreciate it, and we will see you on our next one.
Bye.
Bye.